Alright guys, we don't come again this morning at the second video of today. It's all about very dark man. EFCC don't come out now, come talk, say the news wey fly yesterday, say na fake news. Say we don't talk anything, say na multiple charges, we don't talk anything. Now lie the life for our head. Now, EFCC get their satanic voice to come out to defend or rather to debunk the news that happened yesterday. They could not use the same satanic voice to say what is happening or why they kidnapped very dark man. For those of you who don't like him, I pity for you. To be honest, I pity for you because nobody asks you at this moment make you like him or make you not like him. But we are supporting the person that we know that is brave, speaking truth to power, that is always there at the moment amongst all of us, over 200 million Nigerians. Only one person that is putting his life out there, speaking for you and I. You dey say you don't like him, you like him. You don't like him, you like him. Who sends you make you like him? Can you fight for yourself? Do you want this country to remain the way it is? Protests have started, my people. I would like us to see a little bit of it. We are going to continue to bring more for you and take some reactions from concerned and wonderful Nigerians. Let's take this together.
Corruption! Corruption! EFCC! Corruption! EFCC! Corruption! EFCC! Corruption! GTB! Corruption! GTB! Corruption! GTB! Corruption! We got people! Corruption! We got people! Corruption! We got people! Corruption! Evil people! Corruption! Evil people! Corruption! LBC! Corruption! LBC! Corruption! PDP! Corruption! I don't want to know! Corruption! I don't want to know your name! Corruption! You must go down! Corruption! BBDM! Corruption! BBDM! Corruption! BBDM! Corruption! EFCC! 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 Corruption! GTB! Corruption! GTB! Corruption! GTB! Corruption! GTB! Corruption! ABC! Corruption! ABC! Corruption! EFCC! Kenya must be free!
Yes! Get the capture back!
All we are saying, all we are saying, EFCC! Corruption! EFCC! Corruption! EFCC! Corruption! GTBank! Corruption! GTBank! Corruption! GTBank! Corruption! LBC! Corruption! LBC! Corruption! FCC! Corruption! FCC! Corruption! FCC! Corruption! FCC! Corruption! FCC! Corruption! EFCC! Corruption! GTBank! Corruption! LBC! Corruption! PDP! Corruption! Who are you? Corruption! You are corrupt! You are corrupt. I know you are the one that took Gideon. Yes. Release him. Yes, release him. Say people, you are a youth. You are a youth. Why would you be oppressing a fellow youth like you? Why? Why? You just thinking for the whole place. Why? Why? You are only making an enemy.
Release Gideon!
Release Gideon.
Free very dark man, we don't go free. We don't go free. We don't go free. Free very dark man, we don't go free. Our voice is Raptors! Raptors! Us very dark man. forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. We shall fight for our rights. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight.
EFCC debunk. Oh, good day, Q. You get wetin the worry una. Una no use the term when I say they debunk. Say issue one quality press statement. Una they crazy self. No person will talk government or say na so na cyber stock. Una can you not act once? Just issue one quality press statement that carries every detail we need. Carry person mind put for up. The devil will put your mind on top. Wetin the worry una. Proof I talk una dismiss. You have power to be dismissing and posting. You don't talk class chaser. I be content creator. Put out one quality statement. And learned people will read and say, oh, okay. Now not get sense. You are looking for a million ways to trigger the youth so that they will do something and say, oh, it's because of VDM. That's why they destroyed this, they destroyed that. Oh, the youth are you mad? To think the youths are happy, see, it's beyond VDM. May you get out of my front. People protest to your office tomorrow is not just about VDM. For people like me, it's because of your nonchalance and flagrant abuse of power over time. You people act. I say that without apology. Your modus operandi is bad. Coming to issue half statements, una dey crazy. VDM might not be my favorite person, but what you are doing is outrightly wrong. Now they find ways to trigger people. Now, no, say people don't really tire. They know they find ways to go make them come outside. Now, no get sense. Now, they go abroad. You don't read the news. You don't see the way sane society behaves. For someone this popular, why do you want to agitate the public? Let's say you talk now and turn another thing. Once they drop off half news, follow everywhere like foul shit. Some people will come and still be talking nonsense in my comment section. Like people will get epilepsy for map. If they put VDM, put EFCC, you pick EFCC because you don't get sense. To find out your enemy, the lawlessness should continue. Poor the craze. And while we dey where we dey, the day not favor you, you go dey shout. When it not favor another person, you go dey laugh. I don't know. Cannot build like that. What is bad is bad.
My bro, you know say when person catch thief, the first one person they do not to shout, Tifo, not be so. If EFCC don't catch VDM as thief, why are they wasting time to shout Tifo, say VDM not Tifo? People should think about it now. It is evident and clear that they have nothing on VDM. Don't let all this fake news deceive you now. They don't get anything on VDM. Nothing. The boy don't do anything. Bottom line, I'm not going to talk too much. We know what's in the happen. We are aware of what is happening. We understand that some people feel intimidated by VDM's gods. And the second problem is that VDM like to tell you too many things. Nigerians, the problem is not even telling people. Most of you, when they tell you finish, if the time comes for you to stand by the information, you not feel they stand. Most of you who are calling now, who they call, there's a difference between calling to hear information, whereas some people they call to give EFCC more information to hold VDM down. But in all, most people are not even bold enough to write a petition. They fear. I say, they fear. Just the way they won't put fear for my body, make I fear. They fear. EFCC, I don't have a problem with you. Nothing concern me, concern Una. My say, all I'm saying here is simple. Release very dark man. You have taken too long to prove that he's guilty. You have taken too long to prove that he's guilty. And the further or the more time you waste in giving us the charges or the petition or everything, the more you look like you are not serious. The more you fall your hand. It is your credibility for VDM's popularity. You should release VDM. Una know. Say the boy not do anything. If you need his help, you should have done it better. You people are looking for how to manufacture charges. I will keep saying it. Now look for how to manufacture. I don't look everywhere in and out. Small time I go when I go soon hear naira mutilation now. When I go soon hear money laundry. When I go soon release VDM. Sometimes you can do things and mistake will happen. But you understand, say EFCC don't make mistake for this one. Release them. Nobody's above the law.
government is supreme. After God, now government and gone. We agree. Release VDM. The more you dey hold and the more they fall on hands. I beg. Who know EFCC people when I call them? And the powers that be who are behind this thing, we know how they be. More na release VDM. Because the more they hold on, the more go the para. The more go the para. You don't want more youth in more state to join this. I beg when I release them. And to that man where they threaten me today, you're the threatening me with your uniform and your gun. You get gun and get God. You dey hear me? Don't worry, we'll spoil your dream. Scroll copy. Allah.
We've heard from the EFCC, you know, the bail conditions for the social media activist. And then on the other hand, you know, on the one hand, we hear it's based on, what's it called? Complaints from individuals. And then EFCC says, no, it's no such thing, it's fake news. This miscommunication, is that what is giving oxygen to this?
If the EFCC is able to determine what is fake news, one would expect too that it will sell us the proper news, the proper situation of things. I think I like the slogan of the EFCC where before now when it says the EFCC will get you anytime, anywhere, right? So that's, you know, connotes a very powerful organization that's ubiquitous. In that case, and then an individual, that kind of powerful organization against an individual, the organization should show some restraint and should show some measure of, you know, application of standards. You see, I can say this on behalf of Ola Olukayode, the chairman of the EFCC, that he's committed to standards, but sometimes, oftentimes, the operatives of the EFCC get somewhat overzealous. And when they do that, it shouldn't be too difficult to explain. Now, the problem we have here, and that's a very dangerous situation where you find young people going to the bank, the premises of the bank, going to protest because they're dealing with a very influential personality called Very Dark Man. That is well loved. In fact, his followership is phenomenal. Now, and that's the reason why EFCC as an organization that also requires the goodwill of the public in its fight against corruption and financial crimes should actually deal carefully with an individual like Very Dark Man. Now, there's a problem. He has been arrested, and then there seemed to be a form of strong, cooperation that was offered by the Guarantee Trust Bank. The expectation is a show of accountability on the part of the EFCC and the bank by simply explaining to Nigerians that this is exactly what's happening. Nobody is saying that the Very Dark Man is above the law. However, when it seems...
the bank in question says, you know, they don't have a hand in it. The young man, the VDM, was arrested outside the premises of the bank. That they've exculpated themselves, more or less. But
Nigerians don't believe. And that's more reason why an authority like the EFCC should be the forefront of showing a level of accountability to the people by saying this and such a reason is why we arrested Very Dark Man. And of course, because of the presumption of innocence, he should be assumed that he has been granted bail. And then so that report...
given bail conditions that he will not be released until he meets his bail conditions, and he will be taken to court.
Well, that's the report. That's a report accredited to the BBC.
Right.
However, it's nothing difficult for the EFCC. EFCC has fantastic spokesmen. Whether you talk about Dilly or Wilson or Wajure, these are people who are very, experienced in the business of public relations and public communication. So it's not difficult to communicate it. The problem is, Nigerians lose respect for the EFCC when it fails to do very simple things like this, or when it seems as if it's doing the bidding of one person. The chairman is not like that. I can say that because I've had a personal contact with him. So my mindset about the way he operates is a matter of very high ethical standards.
So why is it not reflecting in his men on the ground?
The reason why. That's the reason why people protest. That's the reason why we must say that this is not the proper thing to do, especially for a very influential person like Very Dark Man.
Yeah.
My expectation is that simply go and tell the public what he's done. And now, because of the presumption of his innocence, announce the bail conditions. I mean, I think it's valid a point if someone says that you could have simply, invited him. I mean, for a long time, and when the FCC carries out one forms of publication as to a wanted person, the people show up because they know that from the current, criminal arrangement, whether you even flee abroad, you'll be caught. So my expectation is that the EFCC should show some measure of accountability to the people. It's not a government to itself.
How can the EFCC, show accountability? How can the EFCC fix this? What's looking in your eyes like a damage to the reputation of the EFCC?
I think just do the right thing. I would have expected
the right thing be?
They call a press conference, because you can see that in this age of the social media, where people like Very Dark Man reign as, I would say, as kings. They carry a lot of influence in that place. And every young Nigerian nearly sees these sort of fellows as role models. So it's not a very good thing if now the EFCC is seen as the oppressor, as the one that can be used by the government to suppress free speech. Because so in order not to allow, because we see that label of these explanations as fake news, in order not to allow the constant growing fake news to be preponderant, you have to make the proper statement, give the statement. So what the EFCC should do now, in realizing that it doesn't matter whether he's a young person, the level of his popularity demands that a press briefing be given immediately to show some measure of accountability to Nigerians, that you don't work for yourself and that you are not against Nigerians, and that we are all in the business of fighting corruption together, fighting financial crimes, or whatever in this case is cyber stalking. Nobody really wants it.
Let's talk about this cyber stalking. Is it being... Oh, okay. Very quickly, you were going to say...
cyber stalking. Cyber stalking, you see, look, until you become a victim of some of these crimes, you would not find the EFCC to be a very useful organization. In this case, we're saying that it has to be on the good side of the people so that it can enjoy the goodwill of the people. After all, it's set up to serve the people. Cyber stalking can be a very dangerous crime, especially when it attacks innocent people. But Very Dark Man is seen in the eyes of Nigerians, especially young Nigerians, as a freedom fighter, as someone who's speaking on their behalf, and it does it in such an innovative manner, plain. It doesn't with a lot of it does, and then it comes out to be well loved, and that's strange. And some of us are very impressed with him. And in that case, the FCC should even see such persons as partners, even when they make mistakes. And in that case, they should not. Of course, he's already a hero, but you increase his heroism when you arrest him in such a manner and refuse to explain.
If we are in a democratic society, the only way to bring down the government is by ballot. You as a people have the responsibility to organize yourself to the level that you can independently bring down the government in the ballot. As long as it is a democratic society. I don't want to hear anything. No democratic society where the oppressor is infallible. The only thing missing is that the people lack the organizational capacity of their oppressor. The only reason Nigeria is the way it is today is because our oppressors are more organized than we the people. The moment we the people understand the need for us to organize against our oppressor, we will bring them down democratically. We will not shoot one shot in the air. Bah! You will not hear one gunshot. But because we want to, as I said before, we want to be irresponsible.
The chairman of EFCC, Pastor Ola Olukoyede, and the entire EFCC agency, I take God beg you, I have just two simple messages for you today. Number one, EFCC, stop all these distractions. EFCC, stop these attempts for trying to distract Nigerians from focusing on the main issues wey affect our lives as e be today for this country. Because APC, we sabi una. What APC cannot do does not exist. All these shenanigans where they go on, it no mean say politicians no go still rig elections by 2027. The most important fight for Nigerians today now how to save ourselves from this government where don't push more people into poverty and hardship. That is what Nigerians must focus on. All these attempts to distract Nigerians, it no go work. I can see through you people. Number two, EFCC, stop making a mockery of your organization. Stop making a mockery of the fight against corruption. EFCC, if you get any serious allegations to investigate, you know how to go about your investigations. So at this point, leave all this your kangaroo pattern of trying to clamp down on people where they criticize government. If you know, say there is any petition you get against very black man, Vincent Martins Ose, you know how to go about it. If you don't give him access to a lawyer, grant him bail and then begin to take your petition in the lawful and the right manner. Because this attempt at kangaroo kidnap of people and then you begin to force them, it will not work. It never worked before. Una know they ever learn una lessons. You know why you carry them on Friday. You know why up till Monday, which is a full working day, no official press statement from you, no charging to court. So everything you are doing is just a well-orchestrated plan. And me, I'm not falling for it. Anything where EFCC want to do, you must do it within the ambit of the law. And this one not be about, say, person they sentimental or you are using sentiment. I am not a fan of very black man. I'm not a fan of Vincent Martins Ose. He has millions of fans. I am not one of them. So this is not about sentiment. This is about standing for waiting day right and waiting day true. If you know, say you want to invite a person where get allegation, it no matter the level of petition where they write against that person. Petitions are petitions, and everybody must be given opportunity to prove their innocence or their guilt. You must be presumed innocent before they prove you guilty. And if somebody writes petition, they are mere allegations. Anybody can write petition against me. Have you invited a person to respond and he failed to respond? Did you try to arrest him and he resisted arrest? So what is the need of all of these shenanigans? Waiting be the meaning of all the drama where they go on. So what exactly be the issue where we say, shey they don't invite very black man come EFCC before and he refused? Did they try to arrest him and he resisted arrest? Everybody must be held to equal standard before the law. The time in April of 2024, where we go to go arrest former governor of Kogi State, the security where they attached to former governor, they opened fire for air, where we say EFCC officials had to retreat and go back to their office. The day where he finally come with the sitting governor, come your office for Abuja, EFCC tell and say make it go back, say they get arrangement. According to your spokesperson of EFCC, say they go come meet them for house. Why would I know if it get arrangement with very black man? Waiting be the thing where we say una fit get. The former governor is alleged of more than 80 billion misappropriation of funds. How much be the money where they talk? I'll be waiting be the petition against very black man. The former governor of Delta State, where don't defect go APC, more than 1.3 trillion allegations of money laundering and misappropriation of funds. Why they no kidnap him for bank? Why they no go carry him with this kangaroo method and then detain him until another day? EFCC, stop all this una shenanigans. It has not worked before, it will never work. All this kangaroo method of trying to enforce law will not work because it is criminality in itself. Nigerians, we must focus on our leadership. The main challenge before Nigerians today na INEC, because as it be so, the fifth carry person like very black man will be say they popular. In France, everybody go come out, come talk for them. If they carry you where nobody sabi, now you'll be your case. So we must come together and destructure and decentralize this criminal structure of a government and fix competent and good leadership. If not, all of us are potential victims and everybody just they wait for in turn. May God help Nigeria. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
This is an update on Very Dark Man's issue as at 5th of May 2025. Wait, 5th day of the 5th month of 2025. 555. Anyway, thank God it's not 666. Let me explain. So on the 5th of May 2025, Nigerians gathered to protest in support of Very Dark Man and also to hold the EFCC accountable, forcing the EFCC to release statement. But then a statement was released by the BBC Pidgin, which circulates all social media. Few hours later, EFCC came out to debunk same statement, stating that the statement is not from them. You need to know that there's something important about that statement. EFCC was going through every post on Twitter debunking the statement. Now, the question Nigerians were asking is that if you have such kind of luxury of time going through every post on Twitter debunking or telling people that you have no release statement or that information is false, so why can't you use same energy to release the accurate information or tell Nigerians what Very Dark Man actually did or probably charge him to court? You've held this guy more than 48 hours and nothing has been said from GT and also from the EFCC. So Nigerians were bothered. Anyway, fast forward, Nigerians also went to the streets to protest. Those that protest in Lagos and those that also protest in Abuja were on their those protesting. Some people went to the EFCC office to protest. Anyway, trust the Nigerian law enforcement agencies to repel any protest. You know, it is only in Nigeria they protest against the protesters. So the EFCC sent the police and stopped people from protesting or approaching the EFCC. And some people were also locked up. Anyway, while people were protesting in EFCC, some people also went to GTBank. Some people even slept in GTBank overnight in a protest support to Very Dark Man. Anyway, people were protesting in GTBank. Trust the GTBank to also bring the law enforcement agency to also repel or protect their property. Anyway, that is normal thing to do. Whether it's normal or not, they did it. In fact, Nigerians went as far as telling the EFCC to take Yaya Bello and release Very Dark Man to there. Anyway, it might sound funny, but then that is true.
Carry Yaya Bello and give us VDM. Yaya Bello na thief. VDM not give anybody money.
You as a Nigerian, you already know that Yaya Bello was declared wanted for 80 billion alleged money he stole from his, state. And Very Dark Man has not, or maybe there's no statement yet stating why he was arrested. So why not you take the one that is, you've declared wanted before, that is a known thief, and release the one that fight for the people. Anyway, that's what the people are saying. Why many people were on the street fighting or protesting in support of Very Dark Man? Some people were online tribalizing the whole situation. In fact, some people went as far as telling other people not to protest, that this is a plan against the Yoruba people, because according to them, they said that GTBank is owned by a Yoruba person, that this is a plan for the Igbo people to pull down a Yoruba man business. Note, Very Dark Man is not an Igbo man. Very Dark Man is not an Igbo man, but I don't know why they drag Igbo man into this. But why they were trying to Yorubalize the whole situation, some Yoruba people also protest in support of Very Dark Man. In fact, you can see a Yoruba man destroying his ATM card in support of Very Dark Man. Anyway, watch this.
GTBank ṣe káàdì ká má pàdé mọ́ GTB ká má pàdé mọ́ olè tẹ̀já ti tó jẹ́ kí n rẹ̀ olè tẹ̀já ti tó olè yín ti tó olè yín ti tó ká má pàdé mọ́ GTB olè yín tó olè tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
Now, after watching that video, you can understand that this whole issue is not about tribe, it's not about religion, it's not about anything. It can happen to anybody. What is happening to Very Dark Man can happen to any tribe. It can happen to anybody. All those people online who are tribalizing the whole situation might be people sent to destabilize or maybe scatter the whole situation. So if you want to take those people who are tribalizing the whole situation serious, I will say, please do not take them serious. They might have been paid to use propaganda to scatter the whole situation, to distract people, and maybe to instigate a tribal war in it. Anyway, ignore them. Now, many people might think that this whole protest in support of Very Dark Man is only in Nigeria. Nigerians in diaspora also protest in support of Very Dark Man. In fact, they went as far as printing a t-shirt in support of Very Dark Man. Anyway, listen to them.
I'm a RATE member.
VDM France.
Stop play.
Now, don't also forget that our northern brothers were not left behind. Remember that Ariwa youth president that called Very Dark Man that time to apologize to Sultan of Sokoto, because Sultan of Sokoto said that the social media is a terrorist ground. That Very Dark Man replied him and all that, you know the situation now. So that same guy that was not in good term with Very Dark Man also came out now that they should release Very Dark Man. To tell you how serious this is, no matter how much you might hate Very Dark Man, you might not like him or whatever, note that what is happening to him now can happen to anybody. So even his enemies, or let me not call them enemy, even those who might not directly or 100% like him are also fighting for him, including the owner of Gossip Me. Say they caught chain that and they've been fights, but now injustice to one can unite all. While everybody is fighting against the injustice done to Very Dark Man, the kidnapping and the unlawful arrest of Very Dark Man, many people are queuing in GTBank to close their account. In fact, it has been alleged that GTBank is not allowing people to withdraw in bulk anymore. Allegedly, it has been alleged. Like I said, it has been alleged. GTBank is not allowing people to withdraw in bulk. In fact, they refuse people to enter the bank on the day of that protest. Anyway, watch this video.
I'm sending it to them now. Just relax. If you want back, it's not working again. Close it down.
Why many people are queuing or struggling to withdraw or close their account in GTBank? Some staff of GTBank are also resigning and saying that they cannot work for an organization that unlawful or that commits their customers into the hands of law enforcement agency without no proper investigation or no evidence. In conclusion, many say they betray their customer and breach the code of privacy. So those staff don't they resign. Anyway.
protest going on right now at GTBank Area 3, Abuja.
You see like this, if all of us quiet for this country, now they say we don't finish. For our eye, they go just turn this country to just the way North Korea did, so I say we go later just turn to. Because at this moment, I never know why the whole VDM. I never know. So if you be, if you know, say you be Nigeria and you mean good for Nigeria, I beg tag EFCC, tag also GTBank. Because at this moment, wait, for my own advice for them, I beg. Anything, anywhere on a know, so na carry VDM go. Make anything no happen to them. Because now that guy be the only hope we get at this moment. After Jesus, now that guy be the only hope we get for this country. And for you yourself, Nigeria, no just see this thing like say he happened to Ryan. You have to say we just finish. So if anything happen to this guy, now all of us, we go come out with the verse. We go come out if anything happen to VDM. I just talk my own. We go come out. All over the country, we go come out.
Yeah.
I'm here with you. I'm here with very dark my wife.
He's very dark man. He's very dark man. He has not done anything. He never do anything. He's fighting for the country. He's fighting for us. He's fighting for me and you. He's very dark man.
Very dark man is not the problem of Nigeria. Very dark man is only fighting for the poor people and the less privileged. I went to the bank to ask GTBank why they scam me mother. Are you went there to arrest very dark man? Tell us. Did not very dark man. Why do you have to kidnap VDM? Very dark man. Very dark man now. Or else we will enter EFCC airport and we not scared of anybody. You got my point.
For those of now, really happy say they pick very dark man. First of all, ask yourself this question: if na me they pick today, how many people go turn up for me? Influential people, upcoming people like us, how many of them will turn up for you? Me and you know say it's not possible. Then when I come set camera again, they talk say you get 2 million followers. People will even come outside, no reach 100. It's so obvious that you guys are jealous that so they feel kidnap this boy, make people even turn up for them. People even leave that is yesterday on Monday, and people leave their business, their work to come fight, to come support person. Do you know what that means? When I know say you know if it's possible, and then saying that 100 people don't even come outside, that's a bloody lie. You get some guys to say I know fit talk because they go talk say maybe we block road or we cause traffic, but hey God, we not small. We not small. Even me, I see people yesterday, I shock. So you guys should come off with that nonsense like that. Using to console your dead self, fool.
I will not pray for VDM. I wouldn't beg you to cry for him. Don't cry for him. Cry for yourselves. You, the blind man dancing in the fire, thinking it is disco light. I won't pray for very dark man. He doesn't need your PT prayers. He's not the lamb, he is the knife. He is not the fallen, he is the finger pointing at your decay wrapped in perfume. I won't pray against GTV, no. I won't waste breath on the EFCC that's become a comedy skit in a uniform. Nah, I pray for you. You who sip your tea while the country burns from the handle up. You who wear chains but call them bracelets from Dubai. You, the goats on the grill, smiling at the aroma of your own flesh, boasting of the seasoning as if death tastes like jollof. I pray for you.
It has been alleged that Mercy Chinwe has a hand in the arrest of VDM. If not truth, are they very, very disappointed in you, Mercy? Very, very disappointed. I don't say you could say, who are you to be disappointed? Yes, I am somebody, and I'm very, very disappointed in you. What did they do so? What did they practice so? If not truth, if not truth, are they very, very disappointed in you? Kai God! Mercy Chinwe, I beg. I just go beg you. Go and make that call. Tell them to release him. That guy get people where they feed. I don't know whether you get who you they feed. That guy get who he feed. He get people where they feed. He feed nation. People where they feed, not be 500 every single day. People they hungry like this. Now don't arrest her like this now. People they hungry. Now why not get any impact for the country? Let me say that music where they don't understand and they sing, oh na na, hey, oh na na, you be my God, yo, oh. Now you want my God before? I don't know my God.
Area free VDM. Issue in Nigeria in many past VDM. Because now they know the people will be say we're not supposed to be arrest. Now this VDM make many of our sisters never get skin cancer. Now so now they miss scream like people they say like come for Ojo Elegba. They miss different things. See this boy come out, say no that number, no this. Make una they see they look the good part of person picking. VDM na woman born now. Maybe make they love VDM, make they love VDM, make they love VDM, make they not release her. What did he do EFCC? What did he do? The one that tell who can't come for the place that he not still work. Eh? People don't say not go arrest. The Yaya Bello they work out smoothly. The Mele Kiari, people will say not make refinery, they go well. All those people, they're outside. Why the people will say they want make Nigeria go well? When they put them inside, we don't understand and not too like attention or EFCC. The one that they like attention, like people will say they do influencing job, they can't tire me. Those of them that be EFCC. Make una focus on the people that are supposed to focus on. Nigeria need focus. Maybe they can't do things where we say not make sense to people. Because this VDM arrest not make sense. When I say na call, some people say na this, some people say na this. EFCC, the one that take carry VDM is thief. The Yaya Bello when he thief self in an hotel. The Mele Kiari when make all refinery and they work. The things where we say important to Nigeria na come out high. Now irrelevant is to attention not too much. Those of them that be EFCC. I've been a CSPC, I've been an ICP. No one focus on the two but make Nigeria good. VDM is not the issue at hand now. We are suffering. Fuel go up. Different things like the apple will not feel it well. We not concentrate on VDM. For how many days now? We not they feel they talk what happen. We not want to arrest person. We not they invite them. Now smart picking. Those of them that are be EFCC. Now one I want focus on Nigeria problem. Now side attraction that they like. We not stop man. Nonsense. Free VDM.
Free VDM, free very dark man. I don't care if you don't call out my mama, my papa, that will not concern me. Right now, as they fight for me and you, free him. Any personal agenda or issue you have with him, now is not the time, you understand? Because you can disagree with him, but one thing that all of us know, now say country no good. And you no get the mind to do anything they do. You know if you call out who they call out, your mind no go far reach that side. But the best thing you can do is to support him. If you don't support him, shut up. No just talk anything at all. That one is understandable. But no good they open your mouth, they talk rubbish. You understand? Waiting they go weaponize now, Now they will remind you of all your faves where the guy don't call out so that you go there against them. This one no concern you your faves right now. In fact, when they call out your faves, they against them. But for now, free VDM. I do it for the ignorant people to talk for comments. I beg Muna help me finish them.
Now see all the reactions from everybody. You are even seeing more people coming out now. Some of the people where very dark man don't fall offend in the past. They are coming out to speak for very dark man. That's so life supposed to be. It's just like my platform. I don't offend so many people for this NAIJA platform. Most of my panelists, but many of them are with me till tomorrow. No matter as I told, don't they offended, they are still with me. That is how it's supposed to be. Very dark man, people with very dark man don't offend. Now listen to them just now. So people even confess, say, I don't like very dark man before. But injustice for one is an injustice for all. What do I know? This is NAIJA Watch Media. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue to talk about it. It has affected you and I. You will see me again shortly. Take care, guys, and bye for now.